Welcome back to Crypto Future, guys. Good evening, good evening. Back for another, so I think this will be our 8th video upload today. It's a busy day, including shorts, that is. But anyways, lots of news today, guys. Lots of news today. Not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Make sure you guys are doing your research out there, okay? All right, let's have a look at the markets first here. Cardano down almost 2%. Gala down 2.7. I picked up some more Gala today, by the way. Picked up about another 13,000 coins, roughly, something along those lines. Top of my bag off there of Gala. Algorand is down 2.3%. XRP is down 0.7%. Quant is still $101, guys. Like I keep telling you, Quant's a steal. Hedera is down 0.8%. Bitcoin sold and strong about 30,400. What else do we got? Matic's down 2.3%. I'm still on the fence about Matic. I really feel like I should start accumulating a bag of it soon. It's we got about eight and a half months of accumulation left, but I should start working on that bag. But I just last night started working on my Cardano bag again, topping that up. I have a certain goal of the amount of coins I want to get there, and not quite there yet. So I want to keep filling that up as well. I'm very bullish on Cardano. Jasmy down 1.4%, still holding strong above 204. Caspa's still pumping 6.2%. And I had a conversation in the comments today about Caspa, asking about a good time to kind of DCA into it. And guys, at the end of the day, I don't pick price points to start buying in, and I don't wait for buy-in opportunities on a project. I pick a project, or like right now I'm DCAing like 5 projects once a week, and I just DCA religiously on that day. Saturdays, every Saturday a DCA, regardless of what the price is, right? Because if you buy it right now, it's up 6.2%. If you DCA in, just don't ape in, right? You DCA in, you keep dry powder on the side. Then if it falls down tomorrow, then you can DCA some more and lower your cost average, right? So that's the idea behind it. But you can't sit there and go, oh, I'm going to wait for Caspa. It's 2 cents right now. I'm going to wait for it to go to 1 cent. It might never go back to 1 cent, and then you've missed the boat, right? And at the end of the day, does a difference between 1 cent and 2 cent make that much of a difference to you? When Caspa's like between $3 and $5, are you gonna say, "Oh, I wish I'd bought it at 1 cent instead of 2 cents," right? So you're kind of splitting hairs at that point. I personally would just DCA. That's what I do every week. Like I said, I don't care what the price is. We're in an accumulation phase. The price is going to fluctuate minorly as we go along here for the next 8.5 months. So you're going to get an average price. Don't sit there waiting to, like, there's a lot of people who were waiting to buy into Bitcoin when it got below when it was at 15,000. I was reading other people. Oh, I sold all my Bitcoin. I'm gonna wait and buy back in at $9,000 or whatever. It's gonna drop down to $9,000, and it never did. Now it's 30,000 again, right? So don't be that guy. Just DCA is what I do. That's my plan of attack, and it's been working pretty good for me. So, yeah, not financial advice. Let's get into the markets here. I have a poll up right now too about whether you guys like NFTs or not, and so far 67% of you guys say no, you do not care, or no, you don't. You're not interested in NFTs. I think I have another poll up as well. Yeah, I asked. There's another poll up right now. Where does Cardano get to by 2025? $3, $7, or $10? It's a tie right now between $3 and $10. 38% of you guys, and then 23% say $7. So I'm personally hoping that it goes to $10, but we'll find out, right? Okay, so got an article here. Gary Gensler won't recuse himself from crypto cases despite appearance of bias. I'm pretty sure that it's the law that he has to, So I wonder if this will be pursued by the Republicans, like they went after Prometheum. Um, he can make the decision to not recuse himself all he wants, but in his own words, the law is the law, um, regardless of whether you like what it is or not, Gary. The law says you have made a very clearly biased opinion of all crypto, and the law states you must recuse yourself. It doesn't matter if your opinion is that you are not biased. You've stated publicly that you are. That's the law, in your words, Gary. So, uh, despite widespread indignation in the crypto industry at his perceived prejudgments on cases, Gary says he is well aware of his ethical responsibilities. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Gary thinks that he's aware of his ethical responsibilities. Oh, Gary, thanks for the laugh, my friend. SEC Chair Gary Gensler will not step away from the crypto cases currently being battled in court. Gensler told reporters Wednesday at his press conference that he won't recuse himself, saying he is fully compliant and well aware of his ethical responsibilities. There are multiple high-profile lawsuits in the SEC is carrying out against the biggest names in crypto, including Binance, Coinbase, and Ripple. The chairman may be responding to the Blockchain Association's open letter that was circulated in late June calling on Gensler to step back from anything related to digital assets. Now, this is interesting because now the reason that the Blockchain Association put this letter out there is so that these companies like Coinbase and Binance can use, not so much Ripple because everything's already in for Ripple, but that they could use this paper in their cases against the SEC and against Gary, right? So it'd be interesting to see if a judge says he must recuse himself. I wonder what he'll say then. If a judge can, I don't even know. But I mean, you would think if it's brought into the court to be litigated, right? His bias is clear. It's on record. He's on video multiple times stating his bias. So it'll be interesting to see how this story develops, you guys. In the letter, the association noticed of the SEC that the commissioners must comply with the principles of the due process in the decision to file the enforcement action, which requires them to act without bias and even avoid the appearance of bias only after reviewing both sides of the case without having prejudged any fact or any issue. Do commissioners vote on whether or not to file action? Additionally, the association alleged the SEC has failed under the leadership of Gensler, claiming that he has shown clear bias against the crypto space. Gensler is on the record saying the world doesn't need more digital currency. He has also repeatedly said that he believes most crypto tokens are securities. The Blockchain Association, and that's exactly it, right? So he believes that most cryptos are securities. So he's already prejudged every single crypto out there before they even vote on whether they should sue them or not, right? That's the bias they're talking about. The Blockchain Association has previously argued that during his tenure at the SEC, Gary Gensler has repeatedly and forcefully communicated that he has already prejudged each and every case that may come before him, asserting that all digital assets except for Bitcoin are securities. Chair Gensler's vote is tainted. His refusal to engage with the facts and circumstances of each case undermines the Wells process and deprives enforcement targets of due process rights and which they are entitled. Furthermore, Gensler has not committed to a position on the debate over ETH status as a commodity or security. In April, Financial Service Committee Chair Patrick Henry repeatedly tried to drag an answer out of Gary Gensler about this Exact subject to no avail, which is shocking to me. How can they not just fire this guy? It's staggering to me that they say, well, he answers to Congress, and then he can go in there with a smug look on his face and smile and smirk and give absolute BS answers to every question they ask, and he still has a job. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Like, it's infuriating. I sit there and I watch it. Sometimes I have to wait to make a video because I'm so infuriated just looking at his face that you just want to, you know. So, the Blockchain Association stepped up its beef with the SEC by penning another letter criticizing the agency's supposed sweetheart deal with Prometheum, the first crypto exchange to receive a special purpose broker dealer license. Gensler's comments come just 2 days after a group of Republican lawmakers, including Senator Tommy Tuberville, asked the Department of Justice and the SEC to investigate Prometheum. Well, why would you ask the SEC to investigate their own share? We've investigated ourselves and we found that we've done nothing wrong. I want the DOJ to investigate this. That's what I want. Like, the SEC is going to come forward and go, yep, no, we made this guy from Prometheum come up here and perjure himself. Yeah, we did that. Like, that's ever going to happen. Come on, man. Anyway, that's why the Department of Justice needs to look into it, and charges need to be filed against the CEO of Prometheum. Then they have to do that to set an example for the rest of the future potential liars and people who Gary can put up there to testify. They'll be like, no way, man, I saw what happened to the last guy. I am not going up there and saying you're repeating your talking points. That's what they need. Make an example out of this guy. Eleanor Tourette says Senator Gillibrand tells Fox News that the revamped Loomis-Gillibrand crypto bill is the sweet spot between allowing for innovation and protecting U.S. consumers. Here's the quote: "I believe that this bill is a sweet spot between allowing innovation and industry to continue to grow and thrive, but also creating consumer protection, creating know your customer requirements, limited the ability for illicit finance, making sure that there are provisions for anti-money laundering. It's a really robust bill, but we wrote it to the entire industry, particularly." Sorry, my little guy was banging on my door there. I don't know if you guys heard that. Can thrive under the existing infrastructures. What else do we got here? Ash Crypto says, if you have survived FTX, Luna, UST, 3AC, Celsius, BlockFi, USDC depegging, banks collapsing, SEC suing all exchanges, and you are still here into crypto, you truly deserve to become a millionaire. Agreed. What else do we have here? Cardano founder, I spoke about this morning, gives Algorand a hard sell proposition. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson made a proposition to Algorand, who is looking at bolstering its staking offerings. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has made I just read that. The Cardano founder made the open call by responding to a tweet from John Woods, the CTO of Algorand Foundation. John has posted a video update to share with the community the state of staking on the Algorand platform. I watched that this morning, actually, or yesterday morning, sorry. And the inherent security features of the future prospects. Despite the video being focused on Algorand, John made some attributions to Cardano as one of today's leading delegated proof of stake protocols. Sorry, my eyes are buggy. Possibly dwelling on this, Hoskinson commented, noting that it might prove to be more prudent for Algorand to consider becoming a sidechain of Cardano. Sidechains are not uncommon in the digital currency ecosystem, and while they They possess their own uniqueness. They often rely on the technical and security infrastructures of their partner chains to maximize their potential. Developing the growing and properly structured and smart contract-backed staking ecosystem takes time. While Algorand has a thriving ecosystem, the decentralized nature of Cardano and the strength of its developers across the board cannot be compared and is presented as one of the former protocols can benefit from. So Algorand can benefit from. While many community members differ with respect to the proposition of Charles, so to sum this up, you guys, and I'm seeing a lot of it on Twitter today. There's a lot of bickering, and no way Algorand. The Algorand community says no way. The Cardano community says no way, and blah blah blah. Guys, this isn't high school, right? We need to knock that kind of stuff off. We really, really do. This would help, in my opinion, both ecosystems thrive. Both of them. This is not a only one ecosystem, one blockchain benefits from. Both will benefit from this. Both will thrive. Now, do you want your ecosystem to thrive? Of course you are. Whether you're in Algorand or Cardano, I'm in both because I'm not stupid, right? I'm not dumb enough to think that I'm just gonna pick one community and be like, oh, I'm gonna put all my eggs in this basket. No, because Algorand's gonna do good, Cardano's gonna do good. Why would I not buy into both of them, right? This bickering high school stuff about my community, communities are strong and I respect them and stuff. But again, the melodrama, you guys. I'm not saying you guys, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like it's got to come to an end. It's so, that's why smart money says that crypto investors are not ready for making big money, like making the real money and stuff like that. Say we're not mature enough, and then that is a perfect example as to why, right? You've got two ecosystems with an opportunity to thrive by working together, and you've actually got people bickering about it. I don't know, it's mind-boggling to me. There's a bigger picture, right? Do you want to make money? Then who cares? At the end of the day, right? That's why we're all here. We're all here to make money, not to bicker. More exciting Algorand news. Who's ready to play? Exciting to see more games. Algorand's really, really, I've noticed, steering towards Web3 and gaming and stuff like that. They got Wrath of the Jungle Tower defense. Looks like a pretty exciting little game here that I'm probably going to check out. Exciting news. Algorand support is now live in tower defense. Better yet, it's 100% free to play. There you go. So check the game out, guys. Go to Algorand Foundation's Twitter page and check that out. Digital asset investor retweeted Scotty Piercy here. He says, "Hey, Brad Garlinghouse," and this really, is not cool. He said, "You said weeks, not months. On May 25th, 8 weeks from that day would be July 20th, when FedNow goes green. So to keep in the weeks, does that mean like calling him out on it like that? Like, guys, he's just making a guess like the rest of us, right? As to when this case will end. Like, it's hopeful guessing. He doesn't have any information that he's, leaking and stuff. Like, don't hold his feet to the fire over this stuff. I told you guys, I'm waiting till September. That's when I'm looking at it ending. So I'm going to keep DCAing and buying more and I'm just going to wait till September. I'm not waiting. I'm not thinking next week. It's the end of every month. Oh, this month's going to be the month. And I don't care. I'm just DCAing. And I'm especially not going to go after Brad Garlinghouse about it. Meta Lawman says Coinbase has submitted a letter to the court arguing that the SEC anticipated motion to strike the defense lacks merit, and the briefing on the SEC motion should not be impeded. Coinbase's motion of judgment for judgment on the pleadings, court conference tomorrow, full steam ahead. I'm going to save that. I'm going to do a separate video on it where I'm going to read it because this video is starting to go a little long and I don't want to keep you guys. So I'll do a separate video on that a little bit later. And then finally, the ISO GOAT tweets another attorney withdraws from the Ripple case. So another Ripple attorney has withdrawn from the case. This doesn't mean anything, guys. There's nothing left for most of the lawyers to do at this point, right? So why is Ripple going to keep paying them? That's why this is happening on both sides at this point, right? Everything's in. They're just waiting for the judge now. So lawyers are stepping down. They're going on to other things now, right? So anyway, guys, that's the news this evening. I'll be back with to go over that filing by Coinbase if you guys want to see that. But shoot me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking, how you guys are feeling. I appreciate the comments. You guys have just been amazing with the likes too. I love it. Like the likes, just they're going up and up and up. And make sure that you subscribe, you guys, to stay up to date with all the news. Like I said, I give you guys gems and stuff like that all the time, so that you guys can get in on this stuff. I'm actually going to look at this real quick and let you guys know the gem that I gave you guys a few days ago, if you remember. It was $4. It was $4, just under $4. Space. I told you guys about it. It was ranked number 21,000 or 2,112 when I told you about it, like 5 days ago, right? I'm just keeping it updated for you guys. Let me know if you guys bought in on this. It's a gem. I told you guys it was gonna be a gem. It's $9.31 now, and it went from, like I said, 2,112 was its rank on market cap via market cap. Now it's 950th. It's inside the top 1,000 now. I told you guys about this. Is why you gotta subscribe, right? It's up another 119%. So you can pick it up on Safe Trade, you guys. It's another gem I told you guys about. So that's why you got to subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll be dropping these little nuggets for you guys. There's only it's got good tokenomics. There's only 21 million max supply. There's only right now. There's only 1 million in circulation. So yeah, 1,030,000. So anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.